Today's video, I've got another review for you guys. This is the Revolution Beauty Coca-Cola collection. I've got the whole collection to share with you. We're going to test it out on the face, see what we think of the quality, show you guys swatches and everything. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, fun new release from Revolution. I never know what to say, but it says Makeup Revolution on here. I feel like they changed to Revolution Beauty. I never really know what they're called, but you guys know who I'm talking about. They did a collaboration with Coca-Cola. So we have a full collection of palettes. There is a highlighter, a mascara, and some lip products I'm going to share with you guys in today's video. So I've got the little thing here sharing a bit about the products. It looks like they are available right now, so I'll have links down below if you guys want to check them out. I'm excited to try this one out. I feel like it's kind of fun. It does say it's also available at Target as well as their website, so love that it's available at Target now. Love cutesy makeup like this, so I saw this and I was like, I have to do a review on it because I feel like it's so fun. So this is the Coca-Cola eyeshadow palette. There are actually two palettes in this collection. There's a mini and then also a full size. But you guys, look at the packaging and all of the shades in here. Really cool. You have like the little bottles there. It looks really pretty, so I'm excited to try this one out. I have mixed feelings about Revolution Beauty's formula. Sometimes I really love their palettes and then other times they're kind of like so-so. So we'll be seeing how we feel about this one. And then there's also a little mini palette as well. So if you're not into the full size palette, you want something a little bit smaller, we have this cute little 9-pan as well. So really fun there. And then this is also described as a highlighter, but it looks almost like a bronzer to me and my skin tone, so we'll see. But look at the Coca-Cola in there. You've got like the space. I think this one is so cute. And there are 3 different Coca-Cola lip glosses, cute colors, and then there's also a mascara that we'll be trying today as well. So excited to dive into everything. So I'm kind of thinking for the video I'm going to use the larger palette, but I did just want to show you guys that smaller one as well. So let's do some swatches really quickly so I can show you guys how the palette looks swatched. So the way that the palette is broken apart is kind of like into 2 palettes. It's almost separated, so that's how I went ahead and swatched them. So this is the first side of the palette right here, and then we have the second side right here. Looking at the swatches, they seem okay. Some of them seem to swatch a little bit better than others. The only thing is, like, honestly, this little black right here in the corner is the only matte in the palette from like the swatches. So if you're someone who likes to create looks with mattes and shimmers, I don't know that this palette's for you because it looks like everything else appears to be a shimmer shade. Some of them look a little bit more matte, like that one has glitter in it, but it looks like I could use it as a matte. So we'll see how they perform. Some of them, like I said, swatched really pretty, and then others were a little bit dry, but we'll start trying it and see what we think. I think I'm kind of gravitating towards like this row right here with the greens. I feel like that could make a really cool look. So I think to start, I'm going to take this shade Sphere, the screen shade, and we're going to use that like all over the lid. This one is a shimmer, but I'm going to kind of more or less like pack it on and just use this first, and then we'll kind of start to deepen it up as we go. The palette does retail for $18. I don't think I said that in the beginning, so you guys know the price on it. So that shade actually seems pretty pigmented. Looks nice. All right, so there's a quick wash of that shade. I think it looks pretty good so far. Now we're going to take the shade Meteorite right here. This one is super, super pretty. I'm going to use the same brush, and we're just going to deepen up this like outer portion right here with that shade. Just kind of work it. This is a shimmer again. Most of these are shimmers, so I don't always work with shimmers like in my crease, but you can make them work. You can make any shade work if you want to, but it's not my preferred way, but we're still going to use it. So I'm just going to kind of keep that really low and then start to blend it up slowly. Okay, so here's how it's looking so far. It looks pretty good. I actually don't mind their formula. It's just not my favorite. I feel like it's just one that's kind of like for me, and I feel like for the price you could get like ColourPop or something else, and that's kind of my problem. I'm going to go in with this silver right here. Is I feel like it's okay, but there is just like better, if that makes sense. I don't feel like it's like the best quality. They always seem like a little bit like chalky. I always end up normally liking the eye look I come up with. It's just a matter of just like preference when it comes to the way that I like my shadows to be. It always leaves me just wanting like a little bit more. So I just want to mention that. I do think they do the funnest collections though. Like I feel like they have the cutest collabs. So for that reason, I always love seeing what they're going to come up with. And like I said, it's never like the quality is necessarily bad. It's just, it's not my top tier favorite formula. It's kind of fun, the silver with the green. I feel like would be really fun with this would be like a purple inner corner. So I'm going to use the shade Bubbles right here, and we'll do that for the inner corner because I feel like that could be really fun to just have like a fun pop right there. I'm just using an angled brush from Moda. There we go. That's kind of fun. For my waterline, I'm actually going to go in with this pencil from ColourPop. This is from the Avatar collection, and I'm going to use this just in my waterline. Okay, and then I'm going to go into that first grade called Sphere, and I'm going to use that on our lower lash line here. Now I'm taking that shade Sphere, which was the first grade that we used, and I'm just going to work that a little bit onto the lower lash line here. So now let's try out the Coca-Cola mascara. So this does retail for $8, and it says, take your lashes to the extreme with this Revolution Times Coca-Cola Creations Big Lash Mascara. It's a limited edition mascara along with the rest of the collection. I actually saw the wand on this and it looks pretty nice. I'm excited to try it. It's kind of interesting. It's got a lot of little like, almost like little holes that look like they'll grip the lashes really, really well. It's kind of spiky, so I'm excited to try this. I actually already had this open because my son Rowan got into it, which I took a picture. I'll put it on the screen if you guys want to see, but like he literally had it all over his face. He was so proud of himself though. He came like running. He found it on the kitchen table and he came running out. I was changing Penelope and he came running out with it all over his like eyebrow, and it was like to his eye and all over his face. But it was actually really cute because he knew where to put it. Like he had it on his eye, but obviously don't want him playing with mascara. He doesn't need to be poking himself in the eye, but it was cute that he was so proud of himself. Mascara on my eyes. It did separate, like I said. It's just not, it's not giving me a ton of like volume, because I feel like normally when I have mascara on, it makes it look like I have more lashes. This kind of makes it look like I have like less lashes, but it's separating them. Like I said, we'll see. I feel like it has potential. And then let's go ahead and try out the highlight slash bronzer. I've got you zoomed out now so we can try out the highlighter. So this has a mirror on it, which is nice. It is going to retail for $10. I feel like I don't want to touch it because I'm going to mess up like this cute little Coca-Cola, but I will. So it's described as a highlighter, but it kind of looks like it might be more of a bronzer on me, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not too shiny and I'm not going to regret doing this, but okay. Yeah, so it definitely is a highlighter. It would work well for deeper complexions, but for me, I'm going to kind of use it just like I said, more as a bronzer. It's not overly shimmery, but it is pretty shimmery. So let's see if we put it on this side. It's definitely like emphasizing my texture. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. We're trying it out. So there's what it looks like on the skin. It's definitely really emphasizing my texture. It's a highlight. I feel like for me, it didn't look as shimmery, I thought, in the pan. Maybe I should have swatched it first. Here is a look at the swatch. I don't know. It looks kind of dry there though. It's definitely got a glisten to it, but it doesn't feel like overly wet. So there's what it looks like blended out there. Okay. So we're definitely looking shiny. Let me apply some other bronzer to kind of counteract that. I'm going to go in with this one here from Florence by Mills, and let's apply that to kind of give me a little bit of warmth and maybe counteract a little bit of that shimmer there with this matte bronzer. And then we're going to try out the lip glosses. I am going to grab a lip liner out of this set from ColourPop. I've been loving this. This is the big box of lip liners. They just released this. I've been like obsessed with using it. So I think I'm going to grab out one of the like brown shades. This is, I think it's, oh, Ashton. I was going to say it's BFF, but it's Ashton. And I'm just going to use this first before I go in with my lip glosses. These actually like smell like Coca-Cola. So this first one here is the shade Infinity. So we'll try this one out first. I actually like the packaging. It's pretty large. These kind of look almost more like a lip, like oil almost. So we'll see how they feel on the lips. It has almost like a vanilla scent. It definitely doesn't smell like Coca-Cola. That's kind of sad. I was hoping it would. Okay, so there's that shade on the lips. I actually like this color a lot. It doesn't feel overly sticky. It does almost feel almost like a lip oil, but just a little bit thicker. But I like that color. All right, I wiped that one off. We're going to try the next shade. This one is called Elevation. I'll try this one out. I feel like they are going to kind of look similar just because they are lacking base. Like they almost just have like a clear base to them and then a little bit of color, but this one looks a little bit more pink. Okay, there's that one on the lips, and then there's one last shade. This one is the orange one in the collection, and this one is called Astronomic. So it's got a little bit of a base to it. I can see the orange peeking out a little bit, but it's definitely, you know, still like a clear base. I almost feel like the lip liner is a little bit too dark for this shade. So there's that one. Lastly, so let's go ahead and I think I'm going to put the second one back on. So I'm just going to put this one back because I feel like it matches best with the look. So I like how wet that feels on the lips. It does look nice. It looks nice and juicy. It's not overly goopy, like I said. I do like this eye look. I feel like it turned out nice. Kind of reminds me of the new like Norvina palette. Don't you kind of get that vibe? Like the purple in the inner corner. We've got the greens. I don't typically do like an all shimmer look like this, but I don't mind it. I think it looks actually really pretty. Like I said, not my favorite formula. It did feel kind of chalky, so we'll see how it wears throughout the day. Sometimes with palettes that are overly chalky, they can kind of start to disappear throughout the day. But so far, I mean, it looks nice. I feel like if you were into Coca-Cola, if you were kind of eyeing this collection, I don't think you'd be mad at it. I just think be aware of like what you're getting quality-wise. Another con I would have with it too is that there aren't any mattes in here, that it is an all shimmer palette, but I know for a lot of people they really like that. So I don't know, I feel like it was pretty good. I'd say so on the palette. I did like the glosses so far. Those feel really nice on the lips. They don't feel overly sticky or anything like that. I love the colors. I think that the packaging is really cute on these. The highlight, I don't think it's for me. I think it would work better on someone with a little bit of a deeper skin tone. It worked fine as a bronzer, but I just feel like I'm a little bit overly shiny, a little bit more shiny than I'd like to be. And then the mascara, I feel like I still need to try that one out, but so far it's again kind of so-so. I feel like that's kind of where I land on this collection. I could like do with or without it. I do think the look is pretty, and I'll probably use it again just to get another feel for it, but I don't think it's a palette I'll be reaching for a ton. So hopefully you guys have found this video helpful. If you did, definitely let me know down in the comment section. If you were eyeing this one or you're planning on grabbing it, I would also love to know. Thank you as always for watching and supporting me and my channel. I will have links, like I said, to everything down below, and I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.